G'day guys, it's the Pen King here and I'm back with my AFL 2020 Premiership season. It's round 6, Saturday the 25th of April, which makes it the Collingwood versus Essendon ANZAC Day clash. Don't even know how long they've been doing this this game. It's been a while. Done it for a while at least. But yeah, a lot of history on this match. A lot of absolute blockbusters, which is what I'm hoping for here. 6th versus 5th as well. So there's a good chance it will be a close game. I reckon we'll just get headed into it. Alright, so ANZAC Day clash begins.
Hello and welcome to Saturday afternoon football.
It's actually the second ANZAC Day clash of the round.
Live from the MCG. It's cloudy here in Melbourne.
First one was the Hawthorn West Coast game.
The commentary booth is Gary Lyon. Welcome, Gaz.
For some reason they didn't have
Pleasure to call a game with you.
anything for ANZAC Day. Sure, they'll have something in this one.
Not in full confidence, they're looking sharp and the crowd are appreciating it. The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banners are looking great. Essendon, we've got a talented group.
Oh,
The home side make their way
come on.
to the field. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they play today. I agree with you there, Hutto. The captain's prepared.
They're not going to do it, are they? They're just doing a fucking coin toss. No national anthem or anything.
Essendon kicking to the right of screen. Two top 8 sides ready for action.
You're joking.
This match. We prepare for what shapes as an enthralling contest here today.
I don't think I would have skipped it. I only skipped it where I normally skip it.
They're Collingwood taking on Essendon.
Tap forward by Andrew Phillips. Tackles everywhere. So hopefully we're in for a
Ball up.
tightly contested game.
Hit out. The
David Zacharakis. Oh, wow. Anyway, he gets a high tackle. Paid against him.
uses it by foot.
Trelaw sends it forward into the 50.
Phillips throws.
Tom Phillips doesn't get a handball away, so it's a throw. So Essendon were in a little bit of strife there if he had got that handball away, but he didn't. So
Puts boot to ball.
they
Takes that one strongly.
look to rebound. Tom Bell-Chambers takes the mark. He sends it to the wing. Centre wing there.
String a bit too.
Couple broken tackles from whatever Collingwood player that was, and he sends it back to the centre of the ground where Taylor Adams takes the mark. He sends it short. Zacharakis takes the mark. I can finally say his name again. He handballs it to Phillips, who handballs it straight to a Collingwood player. Chris Mayne. Oh no, sorry, Tom Phillips. Chris Mayne and Tom Phillips apparently look very similar. Takes the mark and he'll take a shot from around about the 50. No, he doesn't. He goes short. He saw Mason Cox by himself, but it's intercepted. Taylor Adams picks up the ball off the ground and kicks the first goal of the match. Collingwood are in front.
Celebrating hard.
So tap, Brodie Grundy again not in the ruck. Kicks sideways and Jack Crisp takes the mark on centre wing. He goes to the 50. Leading was Hoskin Elliott. He can't take the mark. And, oh no, well anyway, it's a ball up.
What can it tell us?
Tap down and a high tackle against Darcy Happel against Pendlebury. He goes short and Mason Cox takes the mark just inside the 50. So he could be in range here. It would be a 52 metre kick if he kicks it. He goes for it. It's long to the top back of the goal square, but Kale Hooker stops it from crossing the line. Sends it short, and that was a danger ball there. It was a one-on-one. There was no guarantee of a mark. Gets turned over, and Ben Reid snaps, and Collingwood has another goal.
He's enjoying that goal. Collingwood with a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, so that was very silly. Varco was standing right where he kicked it. Just put his fist in there, made it go to ground, and well, the rest is history. Ball comes out. Pendlebury handballs it forward. Broken tackle, twice broken tackle, 3 broken tackles. Kick to centre wing. I don't know who that was, but he's very strong apparently. Razio Fantasia can't get a disposal, and it's a ball up. So right in the middle of the ground, just on the wing. Handball out, ball still comes out. Handball forward. Zaharakis, I think it is. No, it's McKernan. Oh boy. Can't tell the difference between McKernan and Zaharakis. Anyway, tap forward for Collingwood. Players getting to the ball. No one's getting to the ball. Pendlebury soccers it forward. Collingwood and Essendon meet in the middle at the ball, and the tackle is made. So it's a ball up, and I'm way behind, because the siren's already gone, and it's 12 points the difference. It's 12-0 at quarter time. Collingwood's way. Pendlebury has a bit of a chat talking about how important this game is to both sides here. So 4 hit-outs apiece. That's because neither team are playing their main ruckman in ruck. 4 inside 50s to Collingwood. Essendon haven't even had it in their half of the ground, I don't think, at all. Clangers 5-7. Nothing else really sticking out except for the tackles. 12-6 Essendon's way. Essendon have only had single disposal getters. So I don't know how many people have got disposals for Essendon, but they've only got 1 each. They've had 9 disposals. There's 9 players that have got 1 disposal each. Pendlebury, on the other hand, has had 3, and Taylor Adams is probably best on ground at the moment with 2 and a goal.
Players ready to start the second.
So the second quarter begins. Tap down, Collingwood player gets there first. No one really wants to pick up the ball, but Heppel finally gets to it. Kicks it forward and marked by Tom Langdon. Langdon kicks it outside 50. By the way, that was Essendon's first inside 50 if they count it. Pendlebury takes the mark, kicks it to the wing. No one can get to it. Keeps bouncing. Doesn't get taken over the line initially, but the ball pops out, and Zach Merritt isn't able to keep it alive as the ball goes over the line. Pendlebury comes off as well. Throw in, nice. Won by whoever number 44 is for Essendon. Kick forward by Collingwood though. Dyson Heppel gives away another free kick. Sent forward, no mark. Tom Bell Chambers gives away a high tackle. And now it's a shot on goal for, I think that's Hoskin Elliott. Is he 32? It just really annoys me that players can run through the mark and not be a 50. Bren Sear takes the mark, and he's about 20 metres out. Angle's not too bad, and he kicks it. So Braden Sear gets his first of the match. It's 18-0 now. Ball bounced in the middle. The sunlight streaming through at the G in this twilight match. Tom Cutler gets done for holding the ball, and it's kicked forward by Collingwood. No mark. On the wing, kick forward. Collingwood's direction. It gets picked up by someone from Essendon, I can't tell. McGrath gets the ball, handballs it back. Intercepted, and Collingwood are away now. They run through the middle of the ground. It's a high tackle against Connor McKenna, and the momentum for Collingwood stops momentarily. A dropped mark. He was uncontested too. Comes outside the 50, but it might just come straight back. No, Steele Sidebottom gets tackled for a ball up. Right on the edge of the square. Tom Cutler gives away another free kick for high tackle. So Essendon just a bit high at the moment. Just not the first time they've played a bit high. But yeah, they just can't get their hands below the neck apparently. Ball comes out. Handball forward, hits the ground. Now it's on the ground and people can't really get it anywhere. Martin Gleeson decides to pick it up finally and tackled for a ball up on the 50. A quick kick forward by, I think it was Treloar. It was Treloar, and he's kicked the goal. So he's apparently got 6 disposals at the moment too, so he's absolutely flying. Phillips gets the tap, won by Collingwood, turnover, marked by James Stewart in the 50. So that's definitely an inside 50 because they've actually taken the mark inside, and he has a set shot now to get Essendon's first score of the game, and he kicks a goal. So it's back to 3 goals. Is that what opens up Essendon's floodgates? We don't know. We'll find out. It's James Stewart's first disposal of the match, and he'd be pretty happy with it. Just would have wished it would have been a bit earlier. Dane Beams runs onto it just to get tackled. So it's a ball up. Might be enough time to run off the clock to avoid any further score for Collingwood here. No. Broken free. Zach Merritt has a shot, and he misses. 15 seconds remaining. It's 17 points the difference. 24-7 will be the half-time score as Jordan Roughhead tries to run it out of defence. So Collingwood would be pretty happy with that. I think they would have been happier if they had have held on to a 4-goal lead going into half-time, but that's not the case.
It's pretty simple. If they don't have the ball, they can't score.
Thanks for that. The game promises plenty.
Yeah, inside 50s now. All of a sudden, Essendon have 3. That's what their 2 scores was, and obviously the one that got in there but marked by a Collingwood player. Essendon's actually smashing Collingwood in the hit-outs, and that's probably because Brodie Grundy hasn't seen a minute in ruck. Don't even know if he's playing. I haven't seen him at all. 7 free kicks to 1 Collingwood's way. That's a big stat now. It's very one-sided. That's because of all those high tackles. In terms of the tackles, though, 26 tackles to 12 is heavily in Essendon's favour. They've also had a lot of clangers. To half-time, 20 clangers already. Everything else there, I mean, yeah, probably about where it's expected. Still the highest major ball winner for Essendon is 2 disposals. Adam Treloar has 6, and Pendlebury didn't get a touch that quarter. So Adam Treloar the best on ground so far. Let's get into the second half.
A big second half about to begin.
So next goal is crucial. Heppel gets the tap, gets the clearance, sends it out to Zahar. No, it's not Zaharakis, it's Devon Smith. I always think Zaharakis is number 5 for some reason. Anyway, Smith goes short to Andrew Phillips, who's just outside 50.
Normally a pretty good kick. Let's see.
He runs back, doesn't even turn around before slapping it towards McDonald, Tip and Woody. And guess who takes the mark? It's McDonald, Tip and Woody. Apparently they don't lose when he kicks a goal. I think they have this year though. And he goes back and misses. So actually they've only lost 1 game all season. Maybe it's a possibility that he didn't score a goal in that game.
The Bombers reduced them up.
By the way, didn't score a goal just then either. It's 1 goal, 2 to 4 goals straight. Straight down the ground is what Collingwood's decided to do. And then just on the 50 now, they've handed the ball back to Essendon. Luckily, they had enough players around the ball to stop it really hurting them. Danaher runs his 15, kicks it, it's coming back, it's a goal. So it eventually did come back to haunt Collingwood going straight down the ground and not getting rid of it immediately. But yeah, Danaher's finally got a disposal this game, and it ends up through the big sticks. So 10-point ball game at the moment, 24-14. Collingwood get a bit of clearance going. They had a bit of room, decided to kick it forward, and Aaron Francis gets under it. He sends it back to the wing. Stringer breaks a tackle. Merritt kicks it forward, and Andrew McGrath takes the mark. McGrath instead of McGrath. He plays on, wheels round, and then kicks it backwards. Marked by Mason Cox. So not only did he kick it backwards, but he also turned over the ball. No one forward. Oh, there's 1 player forward of this contest. It won't be such a bad thing that it gets wrapped up for a ball up. Collingwood finally get players forward. Tapped down and throwing the ball against Tom Phillips. So Essendon have a chance to rebound here. They go short, marked by Aaron Francis. He doesn't have red enough hair for my liking. He should look exactly like Andrew Phillips. They should have used the same character model, really. Kicks it forward. Almost marked. I think that was Danaher, handballs it across. And holding the ball against Tom Langdon. I didn't think he had enough time, but apparently he did. So, 52-metre kick from where he'll kick it. It's not straight enough, so it's a point. And it's now 9 points the difference. Devon Smith, not known for being good at scoring goals. And, yeah, 9 points the difference. They've kicked 2 goals, 3. Essendon a bit too inaccurate for my liking. Well, I'm not so much for my liking, but they've just been too inaccurate to hit the scoreboard effectively. Punch forward, and Collingwood seems to want to get it out. Devon Smith now injured himself, and still Sidebottom throws the ball away. So a kick inside 50 for Essendon ends up in Jordan Roughhead's hands. He sends it back outside 50, deep and long. That's where you want it. A lot away from the fucking 50. Zach Merritt gets the ball, takes on a tackler, and gets done holding the ball. And luckily for him, Collingwood can't get a mark before the siren goes. So 9 points the difference at three-quarter time. Collingwood weren't as convincing that quarter. In fact, they allowed Essendon to enter the inside 50 way more than they did. I don't know if Collingwood really... No, they did nothing that quarter. Essendon would just be disappointed they couldn't hit the front in that quarter, though. Looking at it, everything's even up a little bit more. Essendon's still really high with the clangers. Still got way more tackles as well, so they're putting a lot of pressure on Collingwood. But yeah, they're just undisciplined. Their discipline has just hurt them a little bit today. Treloar still with 6. Pendlebury only got the 1 disposal that quarter as well. So they haven't really done a whole lot that quarter. And that's because Essendon had most of the ball. Saar with 3, Martin Gleeson with 3, Zaharakis with 2. So we finally got up to 3 disposals for Essendon. Will they actually start getting a bit of momentum going here? Let's find out. The ball is bounced. It'll be disappointing they kick 1 goal 2 instead of 2 goals 1. Or even better, 3 goals straight. But that's the case that, that's the fact of the matter is they did kick 1 goal 2 to no score in that quarter. Essendon go forward into their 50. It's all been their way so far. Socket forward. Is it going to make the distance? It won't, but McGrath gets there first. And they've kicked another one, so it's inside a goal now. 24-21. 4 goals straight to 3-3, and it's been all Essendon recently. Ball wrapped up. Zach Merritt can't go anywhere, and Dyson Heppel decides to come off for a spell. 3 points in it. Plenty of time. Anyone's ball game right now. This is the Anzac Day clash that we're all hoping for. Kicked forward. No mark. Picked off the ground. Ball comes out and it's tackled. Joe Danaher's tackled, and it will be a ball up. Just outside Essendon's 50. Socket in by Zach Merritt. Collingwood first to the ball. They boot it back outside. They want a mark here. They'll get it. It's Jordan Roughhead. I don't think Grundy is playing. I think he's injured. Oh, that's him right there. I've finally seen Brodie Grundy. He's done nothing all game. Hasn't been in ruck. Hasn't been effective. He looks around. Kicks it outside 50 again. Collingwood playing around with that 50 line. Oh, I hate seeing people mess around inside the defensive 50. Pushing it back against Connor McKenna. I don't know why. I guess he must have gone up the back. I didn't see it. Kick deep into the 50. Collingwood have a chance here. It's picked up. Socket forward. Ends up in Jamie Elliott's hands, and he boots it in from a metre out. Collingwood loving this. They're 9 points up again. Jamie Elliott was just at the back of the goal square waiting for it to come back there, and it did. And he gets his first disposal of the game. So Collingwood, stop the leaking for now. Big high tackle from Sean McKernan. That looked ugly. They go short to Tom Langdon, and he's right in the middle of the ground. Well, Tip and Woody is anyway. Big mark by Connor McKenna. He goes for the fly again, and this time he sticks it. That was a screamer. He goes wide and long down the wing. Essendon players there. Devon Smith, who was injured earlier. He's got the ball, handballs it off. Tip and Woody sends it deep inside 50. It's a 2-on-1 Collingwood's way. They boot it back out. It's not quite outside 50 yet. They've got a chance to score here, and they need to. They have to take their chances. Devon Smith from the 50 snaps it. Grundy was there, but David Zaharakis can't take the mark. 4 minutes remain. It's back to 7 points now, I think. No, 8 points the difference. I thought it hadn't updated. Roughhead, risky business. Handballs it to Jamie Elliott, who's dropped back in defence, and it's not paid for holding the ball. It's just a ball up. He didn't really have much time. Elliott there again, picks up the ball, gets drilled to the ground. Brody Marchek couldn't get the ball out. They had the extra man, and that would have been handy. Still inside 50 for Essendon here. Can something happen? One goal isn't enough, and time's running out. They need to hurry up. Still inside 50. Tackled outside 50 is Andrew McGrath, and the time's run out. There's not enough time to win it now. So Collingwood will come out with 8-point wins, with an 8-point win, I should say. Siren goes, and there wasn't as much drama as I was hoping for. They just steadied the ship with that goal from Jamie Elliott earlier in the quarter, and nothing else happened from there. Really wanted to see Essendon get one more goal for all shit to hit the fan, but not to be. Collingwood get up in another ANZAC Day blockbuster. And is that 2 in a row for Essendon to have lost?
5-0-30. Essendon 3-4-22.
So it was Collingwood's straight kicking anyway that did it for them. They ended up with less inside 50s, 9-11. Their disposal, they had more disposals. They were much cleaner with the ball. 20 clangers, which is a pretty decent total to end up with, but 34 to Essendon is not good. Between 20 and 30 is okay, but yeah, 34 not okay. You need to be more efficient than that. Their ball use was not good at all. Their tackles, they won the tackles. Like, this is the thing with Essendon, is like they won a lot of the stats, but yeah, free kicks. So they were being too undisciplined that game. 23 hitouts to 6 with no Grundy and Ruck for some reason. Pendlebury ended with 6. Treloar ended up with 6. So I don't think Treloar got a single disposal in that whole second half. Devon Smith had 4 in the end. Sard and Gleeson with 3. Yeah, a bit tough to pick the man of the match here. I have a sneaky feeling Andrew McGrath might get it. A second best. Pendlebury with 3rd and Treloar with 1st. It's close. Treloar gets 1st, so I was right about that. Darcy Moore got 2nd. I said McGrath. Devon Smith, I mean, yeah, he had 4 disposals. He kicked a couple of points as well, so that makes sense. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Got another video coming up any moment now. Stick around to watch that, and I'll see you guys later.